From my understanding, the county wasted millions of dollars last year replacing broken fluoride equipment that the county did not wish to fix due to the dangerous nature of hydrofluoric acid. But sadly, those in charge of providing our county with pure water wrongly thought that they had no choice but to waste our money and fix the broken equipment. If we stop this wasteful spending on unwanted, dangerous fluoride chemicals and equipment, then we can stop the rate increase. Furthermore, what happened last year was a travesty. Mr. Chan and the other county employees mistakenly thought that the Virginia Department of Health had the authority to require water fluoridation. But had Mr. Chan and the others read the Virginia Administrative Code 12 VAC 5-590-930 fluoridation, none of us would be standing here today fighting for affordable water. Additionally, VDH cannot require or request that Henrico waste money on a fluoride program due to the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act. But because the DPU director and county manager never bothered to read the regulation for themselves, they went forward with wasting county money that has ultimately led us to this very debacle. These men have spent millions upon millions of dollars based upon false assumptions. And now, because these men were derelict in their duties, the DPU director suggests that we raise the cost of water. This is unacceptable. Do you know what the really disturbing part of all of this is? The Henrico employees did not know that the county was supposed to vote on a water fluoridation program before spending the millions of dollars, for they just spent our money without understanding how a fluoridation program is supposed to work. And now that they've been caught in their abuse of discretion and wasting our hard-earned money, they want to lie straight to our faces in a meager attempt to cover their tracks. Board members, if we stop this abuse of discretion, I'd like to regain my time, please, and instead spend more time on...
I'll be happy to give you your time back, ma'am. I have a question.
Forgive me.
My ask of you is, if you'd like to continue your time, please again speak to the case. You're speaking about fluoride and costs. We're talking about utility rates, and if you tie it to that, you're good. But
that's exactly what I'm doing here, sir.
You need to stay to the case is what I'm asking, so please continue. The case that we're talking about right now about
I completely understand that, sir.
Ordinance to change utility charges.
When you don't waste county money, then you don't have to raise water.
Beautiful.
One affects the other. May I continue?
Stick to that. Yes, ma'am.
And instead spend a little more time on reading comprehension and critical thinking. Then we can stop the hemorrhaging of county money, which means that we would no longer need to increase the cost of water, okay? The good news is that this board finally knows the truth about this wasteful spending and can finally fix it. And the good news is that you've been made aware of the fact that the Henrico County went 309 days without fluoride in 2024, and the sky didn't fall. Additionally, we mustn't allow the Virginia Department of Health to hijack our county by compromising the minds and integrity of the DPU director and county manager. Henrico is not required to spend millions of dollars on fluoride program every year, which means that you can save lots of money and focus on fresh, clean, safe, affordable drinking water. Many other communities have recognized that fluoridation is an unnecessary and unwanted expense, and I hope you will too. Stop water fluoridation so you can stop the rate increase for our water bill. If the town of Timberville, Virginia can do it, then we can too. Finally, again, HHS has already recommended against water fluoridation, which means that VDH no longer recommends fluoridation, which should make your decision tonight that much easier. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone on WebEx wish to speak to this case?
Can I just
You
make-
dare?
There's no one to speak to this item.
Thank you, ma'am.
See, if I could, you don't need to return to the podium. I just want to make a comment. You come to our meetings every month, and you speak, and we give you respect. We let you speak. You're told your time allotment. Sometimes you go over it. You continue to speak. We listen. We have never once suggested that you should not come here, despite the fact that increasingly, when you speak, you call good people names. You use derogatory comments. You use inappropriate sexual innuendo, oftentimes when there are young children sitting in here. And it's just not appropriate.
I don't find what you're doing appropriate, so that makes two of us.
I am asking that you recognize common decorum and decency in a civilized proceeding. You can have your opinion, but you don't have to come in here and accuse.
Ma'am,
people of
are you
not having
suggesting
reading
that I
comprehension.
censor my speech for your delicate ears?
I am suggesting that you observe common notions of decency because this is a civilized discussion. There are often children and young people in this audience, and it's just common courtesy. It's just
I think
common
decency would be for you to answer this question. Who is in charge of the water fluoridation program? We did not vote on it. There's no vote. There's no ordinance. So the Board of Supervisors never voted on this. For 6 months, I asked who was in charge. Not one of you have answered my questions. Ms. Roundtree, you chose last night not to answer that question. Others have kind of danced around the question and said after 6 months, they still don't know who's in charge.
Ms. Ramsey.
So if you're upset, it's because you feel that I'm upset. The only time I got y'all to look up was when I used a sexual innuendo, right? You
Ms.
were
Ramsey.
fiddling your papers and
Ms.
not
Ramsey.
and not giving me respect, which then in return made me act like a toddler to do everything I could in order to gain your attention. I see I've gained your attention, so my methods have been successful.
I would say.
Ms. Thank you for your comments. I was trying to provide you constructive criticism as to have your comments be well received. You have not upset me. You don't have the ability to upset me, and we should not have the ability to make you act like a toddler. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Seeing there's no one else in the room to speak to this issue and no one on WebEx, is there a motion or any further comment on the resolution? So moved. Second. Been a motion made by Mr. Cooper, seconded by Mr. Nelson. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Manager.
All right, Mr. Chairman,
On that
members of the
ordinance,
board,
I'm sorry.
we continue in the public hearing agenda.